This is my fat floating fry, and it really is a fat floating fry, popper fry if you like. It's the one that I use to catch big fish. I've used it for, Christ, 20 years, maybe 25 years, something like that. A long, long time. And I stick to the same premise all the time. I very rarely change it. I did change colours, I didn't change the frets, I didn't change anything. So let's go ahead and tie it. This is a hook. It's got a massive, massive long point. Varavas 2500V. Look at the point on this thing. Look at that. Look how long that point is. I know people say barbless, however when I'm fishing for big fish I tend not to. This is a very strong streamer hook. Forgive my squeaky chair. Now the difference in our fly, well, a lot of the ones that you'll buy, I want this to sit straight away. So that's medium lead wire there. And I get 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got a dozen wraps. A thin red wire. Thin lead wire. And what that does is, when it hits the water, the weight in the rear cocks that fly. So it starts fishing like that straight away. All this is under the water. So, white tying thread, and coming at the rear, create a wee bulb. Pull your lead onto it, and then wrap up. Now, because this is such a big fly, I'm using a big lump of foam. Come over the edge, tidy everything up. There's my foam. So the foam that I use is, bear with me, here it's here, 9mm large, massive. So what I do is I cut that in half. So I've got a shape like that. That goes in the hook that way. Then with your scissors, and just curve around. I'm just curving around the tip like so. If you just come in with a lighter, and it just rounds everything off nicely. So this bit's crucial as well. You notice my thread's right up to the tip there. You always tie it in this way. If you tie it in that way, it kinks wrong, comes up at a weird angle. Keep it like that, pinch and loop, nice and tight, and then come down so your foam kind of hits the lead. Wrapping back up. It'll want to spin, so if you come round and round the eye like that, and then come back, so you were going clockwise, then come back anti-clockwise. Round the eye again, like so. So that's us got our basis. We've got our lead on our big hook, and we've got our foam. That's our key bits. Next up, I've got natural brown mink. I like natural brown and chocolate's the two that I find. And I'm just going to get myself a length to work with. So you want to separate. Don't use too much moisture because moisture goes in the hook. These are not stainless steel hooks, so they eventually will rust. Create an area there. And then secure. Make sure none of the fur's getting trapped. Once it's secure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. Pull everything up and out the way in a V. Come round as if you're doing a clink hammer, come around that tying in point. What that does is it stops that tail getting caught. So back down. This is about 1,000,000 years old. It's original white Fritz, no UV, no crystal flash, no pearl, no translucence, none of that. Just plain white Fritz on a really thick old core. I think Stevie Parton sorted me out this stuff 100 years ago. Legend, that boy. So just come up and then wind up, touch and turns, don't be overly fussy. Pull your fibres back as you go. I'm going to leave myself a little bit of space behind the post, coming up, locking that off. And with the scissors, and just trim that. What I'll do here is I'll kind of half tidy up the Fritz. It's a big fly and a lot of this stuff's got to be hidden with resin, but just try and keep it half tidy. So there you go, that's your body created. We're now going to pull up our mink strip, get an idea of where it's going to be. Again, separate the fluff, and if you use your thumb on top, press your thumb and use your thumb as a guide. Your thread will slip down your thumb nice and easy like that. Stops everything getting caught. Sharp pair of scissors. So we've tied our mink strip in. Again, pulling all my Fritz back and out the way. Our next stage is the eyes. So the eyes, I tend to use two colours, gold and red. I've got red here, these are 5mm, you can go right up to 7mm. So what I'm going to do is, I'm literally finished the fly there. So we'll whip finish this. One of the problems of time with hair is it gets everywhere. So I've got there some super glue. And I'm going to lather this on either side where the eyes are going. Make sure you didn't get any in the fur. And I'm just going to tilt the fly while I put these eyes on, so I'll show you how I do it. So you'll see I've got the eye sitting behind the foam. Same on this side. Good squeeze with your fingertips, like so. And then, as that's drying, wet the top of the mink and get it out of the way. Take your scissors to the underside, move some Fritz. I've then got some Thin Man Gulf, and that goes in the space between the foam and the eyes. Tiny touch more. And I'll turn the fly upside down in the vise so you can see. Again, I want to get rid of any fibres that are in my way, and again soak this in, get it right in between the eyes. You see, let it soak in. One final for luck. Smooth this off. And that is him. That is your fat popper fry that I use for perch, roach, bream, zander for September through to December. Get on the reservoirs at the back end, boys, it's phenomenal. I really hope you enjoyed that. Obviously this goes along with that fry feeding video. It's a fly that I was using in that. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.